Welcome back, viewers of IKTV and listeners of Boom FM. We apologize for the disruption of signal a while ago as we were entering an area that doesn't necessarily provide um, good coverage. So I wanted to give you guys another update and to let you guys know how far we have reached in towards the orange zone. We are about to go into the Byra undermine tunnel. I don't know how strong is the signal, but just please bear with us. But we are seeing um, the lights, the street light has already been activated. The lights in the tunnel at this Byra tunnel is also activated. It's just an indication of how dark the place has become, how difficult it is for visibility. Um, but we are asking you again to keep us in your thoughts, keep St. Vincent and the Grenadines in your thoughts and in your prayers, because it is a situation we are going through that we have never gone through before. And just to give you a bit of timeline of what transpired leading up to this explosive eruption, on the 29th of December 2020, the La Soufrière volcano experienced an effusive eruption. Since then, there have been a number of activities taken place. Um, a number of small earthquake. Person reported seeing the sight of glow coming from the La Soufrière volcano. However, on Monday, last Monday, April the 5th, we and persons in the Oria, Sandy Bay, Fancy Chateaubriand area reported feeling constant earthquake. Uh, it was later revealed by scientist Professor Robertson that our volcano is looking to go explosive. And he indicated the depth, the magnitude of which the earthquake um, were felt or recorded. And on Thursday, we start getting more signals and an issue, an executive execution order were, were issued for persons to be evacuated. Or should I repeat, if I should repeat, correct myself, an evacuation order were made by the Prime Minister for persons to be evacuated from the red zone and the orange zones. I could tell you from that period, ferries, buses, and different modes of transportation were utilized to get persons from out of those unsafe zone into uh, the emergency shelters. Um, at least the figure that was given is about 20,000 persons had to be evacuated um, from the orange and the red zones. Currently, most persons are in shelters or at family residence or friends' home. Uh, there are persons still who can be seen walking the street in these areas. We received report also today that an elderly man who was staying at an emergency shelter, would have left the emergency shelter and head towards this direction where he lives here in Georgetown. We are now here in Georgetown. I can tell you, if you look now, the visibility is very poor. But the elderly man would have returned to Georgetown, and based on report from the family member, he was found um, dead. He died from suffocation. And this is just a reminder of how dangerous this situation is. Persons are still trying to locate some of their relative who remain behind, but there is a cloud of uncertainty, at least for now, in these parts, in these environment, because it's so difficult to see. It's so difficult to get to family members who remained, who probably did not have the use of whatever device or mode of communication. So now we have entered into Georgetown, Bronxtown to be exact. There are limited visibility, as you can see. On the road, we have to be careful. We have seen a lot of vehicle coming out of the windward side of the island, and now this town look very empty. Um, I just want to venture out a bit, if you permit me. Okay. Wow. Hold this. Look at this, folks. Just back up. Look at this, folks. I want you to see this. Hold on. Just for the viewers. We're in Bronxtown.
Hold on, eh? Just continue.
We're in Bronxtown. And if you can look here, we're in Bronxtown, Georgetown. And I want you to just look here. Look at what is happening here. Look at the magnitude of what is happening here. Look at the depth of the ash. The ashes on the ground. Look at that. Look at that, folks. Look at the condition here. It is not even as though folks, you're hearing the rumbling of the volcano at the moment, but I just want to show you. Look at this on the ground. The amount of ashes. Oh, look at that. Okay? It's just a stark reminder of what is happening here. We don't know what can happen eventually happen to this. How much more will have to do in this. Okay? But this situation does not look too good. And where we are here, we can hear loud rumbling. I don't know if the viewers can hear what is happening here, but if you could only hear the rumbling in the air, it's just another indication of what is happening here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines because of the eruption of the La Soufrière volcano. Now we are seeing limited amount of traffic because a lot of the vehicles have been going towards the direction of Kingston in the safer zones. So we're only seeing a handful of vehicles. We're not seeing anyone, but I can just hear the voice of at least a woman right there at a house. Okay. Just attention. I just want the viewers to get an understanding of what is really happening here. It is not a good sign. The rumbling, the darkness. If you look right here, you see the pole light on. And for those who know us in local time, this is not a normal situation. This is the playing field here in Bronxtown. This is the playing field towards the seaside. You hardly can see any real indication that there is a life here, that anybody's there. Just a lady I can have. A loud voice, the loud voice of a lady, and the rumbling of the volcano. So this is the direction of where you're going to Bay Road, Langley Park area, towards Sandy Bay. If you look on the street, there is no one. It is totally burned. Most vehicles seem to have already left. And it's just an indication of how dangerous, how unsafe this situation is. If we came out of Kingston and even the ashes in Kingston also give you an indication that nowhere is safe. I have to carry my mask. I have to be very careful, and with my glasses, I have to be careful. Even from now, I can hardly see. Even now. But folks, it is not looking too good. The conditions are not looking too good. Um, I wanted to engage because I'm hearing a lady's voice. I don't know if she's seeking help. I don't know, but I don't know if it's a possibility we could find out what is happening. But we are here in Georgetown in the orange zone, as I showed you before. This. Okay. Look and look at this. Look at this on the side. Look at that. This on the side, folks. Look at this. Look at this, folks. It is like what we were seeing in the sky when there was an eruption. This looks like all the cloud, whatever we were seeing in the sky when there was an eruption. For me, I hardly see life. I see a few farm chicks going around, but in terms of livelihood, in terms of the animals, what will happen next, we don't know. Okay, we don't know how much longer we can bear this, how much longer it would last. But I am telling you, if this continues, then it doesn't look too promising. Bro, I can talk to you a minute? How are you doing? You good? Well, persons want to know why some persons still remain in these areas. What, huh? Stubbornness. What are you doing here now? Okay. Do you hear any report of anybody missing, anybody dead, anything like that? Anybody passed away? You heard an old man, old man, he suffocate. Right, I heard that as well. Where are you from originally? Have you seen anything like this before? Are you first experience? Are you worried? You're not too worried, but you have to be safe. You have to be safe. You hear the rumbling of the volcano as well, right? Look, a gentleman is here as well.
Oh, gentleman, me 60 years of
He
age.
is 60 years of age. What are you doing here, sir?
I am the experience from 1979.
Yeah. No, keep on your mask, please.
Me a bongo.
Bongo, keep on your mask.
What
please.
I good footballer in
Yes, just keep on
from
your
Bronx down here. So.
Keep on your mask first. Then we can talk. Yes. So your name is Bongo. Put the mask.
Me a Samuel Duncan, but me alias a bongo. Yeah, big difference like Mississippi. A plumber.
Put your finger.
Me trying to get water, me cannot tell me water na de. I'm
Jumbo.
not gonna tell me here we're going.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, come. Hey, Kimby, we're going. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, pull it some. Let me just play with Bongo a bit. Like put on the mask. Nice. Okay. Bongo, you're from Georgetown. How old are you?
Yo, boss, the 23rd October, I'm going to be 64.
Okay. But with all that is happening here, Bongo, why do you still remain here?
I am come from.
Yeah, but are you not worried about your life?
None tal. Youngster, let me tell you.
You see, you gotta put on your mask.
Nah. 1979, me run from Soufrière. And when me go, I be street in a town. The thing there blow and the over me head hang up. So me I run go.
You have your family is already left.
Them gone.
Where have they gone?
Shelter.
But you don't know which shelter they gone to.
I don't know. When they talk about my family, my body and my sister and them they pick me, me not have a kid. Me not have nothing.
You don't have a child.
I mean, I got
Yeah, your brother and your sister. And they're all, most persons in Georgetown already
them God.
left. But when you watch this type of ashes on the
I
ground,
have been there before.
yeah, but you don't know this.
1979 boss. Let me tell you, you see that while I was there without no heaviest eruption
You
in
see the wall house.
that day. In 1979, heaviest eruption catch me there.
Mhm.
And when we get up like a mummy. I come from underneath ashes.
That is what you experienced in 1979.
And now,
But doesn't this seems to be getting worse than 1979?
I will say that it's hotter than 1979.
Right.
I will say that.
Right, and still you haven't left.
Me not move. Where me come from? For me move, St. Vincent have to come. The sky have to come down and not out now. Because me run 1979 and go tongue. And when me run from Bronx tongue and go down a tongue for shelter, the same thing they over me.
And if anybody want to ask Pungo a question, want to ask us any question, because there are a number of persons who might need to get out even. Let me see. Somebody saying, mission, your mission, your mission. You call Mishran. Who's Mishran? Your name is Mishran?
My name is Samuel. Samuel.
Oh, probably somebody else. What I'm saying again, Pungo, because I heard a lady inside. A lady is there. People are still there.
Which lady?
I just heard a lady's voice a while ago.
You got some youth man there.
Why haven't they left us yet either?
Oh, boss.
Okay, let me ask you a question, right? When 79 took place, you said you were at this house, right?
I did leave around here and end up
In Kingston.
nowhere to go. Me talk it truth. In Kingston, walking down Pan Bay Street, and it's Soufrière blow. Everything up in there over my head. I ask myself, why did I run that?
But right, but you see that from Kingston, but it's closer from here. It could be more dangerous.
Your eye, you have five sense.
Mm-hmm.
Your ears, your eye, your nose.
Okay, so okay, if somebody say this guy want to be stubborn, what would you say?
Stubborn. What the meaning of stubborn? That mean me no want move.
Mm. Because you don't want to move and you see what is gonna happen. You don't think you're stubborn for doing that.
I run from Georgetown and go to town. And the same thing me say at Georgetown, me say what town.
Mm. But you
So what is running? St. Vincent could be sink. If God, the Almighty say, damp St. Vincent.
okay, hold on a minute because I have a question for you. So somebody was asking for mission. Well, he came here with a vehicle. He came here with another gentleman with a vehicle, and they have left. He said he has transportation and he just come to pick up a few stuff. Okay, so those who are asking for mission. But folks, we're hearing the rumbling. Are you hearing the rumbling?
Of course, me not got
I don't know if the
ears.
folks in the on live is hearing the rumbling. But when you hear the rumbling, what comes to your mind?
Nothing.
Okay,
Just trust in the Almighty.
trust in the Almighty. Well, folks, as you can see, there are some persons who are not leaving. There are folks who say they're trusting the Almighty, and it was a pleasure speaking to you. Okay?
Yo, boss,
Yeah.
let me tell you, you see more in Millington, Cletus, Spence, Raymond, Palant.
You used to play soccer?
Yes, see Slick, Panadi,
Yeah.
best midfield player.
Wow. I heard about those guys. All right, be safe, man. Okay? And remember, if you hear things, leave. Okay?
The only thing that could move me from Georgetown, St. Vincent,